All right, so with the beautiful understanding that we have now, I want us to spend some time understanding from a technical point of view how the print statement in Python works. Remember that initially I told you even an intuitive understanding was okay, but now I want you to really understand what happens. So the print statement here is known as a function. We'll talk about functions in another video, but it is an instruction that you can give to Python to instruct it to print something to the console. And over here, when I say console, I'm also talking about your terminal, okay, or your command prompt. From this point on, I want you people to remember that when I say terminal or command prompt, I'm referring to the same thing so that I don't have to say on Windows, on Mac, stuff like that. So the print statement helps you to issue an instruction that is going to get your Python interpreter to print out something to your terminal or your console. And the way you let it know what to print is you include what you want it to print in double quotes. For now, you put it in quotes. And so if I wanted to if I wanted to print, let's say, welcome to welcome to Ghana, something like this, okay? I just change it, I save the file, I go to the terminal and I execute that program again. You can see that this time around it is printing welcome to Ghana. Now I can also give it a comma separated list. Whatever you feed into the print function is known as an argument or also a parameter. So I'm giving it one argument that it should print welcome to Ghana in quotes, okay? And then I can also include another argument, say, please enjoy your stay, okay? So everything that I put in quote is going to be printed verbatim. I mean, word for word. What you see is what you get. So I'm saving this and I'm going to run this program again. And you can see that this time around it has printed welcome to Ghana, please enjoy your stay. And you can see that it has put some space in there to make the output look nice, okay? Let me show you one problem you might face when you are using the print statement, or let me show you a couple of problems that you might face. So I'm going to get rid of the last parameter, and I'm going to get rid of the closing quotes, okay? So I'm going to save this and I will try to run this program, which should fail. So I do this, and what is going on? You can see that, I mean, Python doesn't leave you wanting when there's a problem with your instructions. And remember, some videos back, I told you that every programming language has what is known as the syntax and the semantics. And the syntax governs what is considered to be valid statement in that language. And the semantics has to do with the meaning of those valid statements. Now we've made a syntax error here. Why is that a syntax error? Well, it is a syntax error because the Python programming language's specification requires and demands that when you are calling the print function and you want it to print some text to the console, that text has to be included in double quotes. There should be an opening quote and a closing quote. And in this case, I have the opening quote, but I have left out the closing quote. And so the Python interpreter doesn't know what to do with this statement. And even though it doesn't know what to do with this statement, you can see that it is helpful. It goes ahead to tell you on which line the problem is coming from. So first of all, it tells you in which file, and the file name is helloworld.py, as you can see in Visual Studio Code. And the line is line 1 because of course it is on line 1 that we made this error. And it is telling you which statement specifically is contributing to that syntax error. And it has placed this character here to show you exactly where it thinks the problem is coming from. You might be wondering, well, if you know where the problem is coming from, why don't you fix it? No, in programming, we want you to be explicit so that your intentions are not misinterpreted, okay? So it tells you where it thinks the problem is coming from, and you have to fix that yourself. And we also have the super helpful information here that says syntax error EOL while scanning string literal. The EOL here means end of line. So it is basically saying it got to the end of the line while scanning a string literal. A string in Python is anything that you put in quotes. So for it to be a valid string, there needs to be an opening quote and a closing quote. And this time around, there is an opening one, but there is no closing one. And so Python is telling you that it was trying to completely scan a string, but it got to the end and realized that there was something missing. And so you have to fix it. And so if I come in here and I put the quote back, we can run this program and we expect to see the output working correctly. Let me show you one more error that can happen when you're using the print statement, then we can close for this video. So let's say over here, instead of this, I say print, let's say sentence, okay? I mean, what is sentence? Remember that I said the print statement deals with strings. And so if you're passing in sentence and sentence is not in quote, then Python is going to think of sentence as something else. We have not spoken about that yet. It is called a variable, but for now, it will not find, where is sentence coming from? So if I execute this program, see, we have a different error now. Again, it is telling you the file that the error is coming from, the line that the error is coming from, and the statement that is generating the error, and even the name of the error. So the name of this error is name error, and it says name sentence is not defined. So when you're calling the print statement, you either pass it a string in quote or some string that you have prepared elsewhere, and it is going to print that. So if I come here, I can go to line 1 and say sentence is equal to welcome to Ghana, okay? And now, because I have stored welcome to Ghana as a string in sentence, and don't worry, we'll talk about variables in the next video. When I pass sentence to the print statement, it knows that it has to print welcome to Ghana, so that error should go away. So I'm going to clear my screen, and then we will execute that statement again. And you can see that this time around, there is no problem arising from the use of the print statement. So this is it about using the print statement. We will see it a lot more in the coming sessions. Thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you soon in the next videos.